FIA condemns vile and unacceptable abuse as Kimi Antonelli becomes target of death threats after Qatar GP chaos. Under the harsh floodlights of Lusail, where the desert heat lingers long after the race ends, a darker storm has begun to gather around one of Formula One's youngest stars. Kimi Antonelli, Mercedes' rising prodigy, has found himself at the center of a wave of online hatred so toxic, so violent, that the FIA has been forced to step in with an urgent public declaration of support. And at the heart of the fury? A single mistake. A late race error in the Qatar Grand Prix, one wide slide at turn 10, one breath taken too long at the wrong moment, was enough for Lando Norris to pounce, snatching a vital position that shifted the balance of the title fight. What should have been a small footnote became the spark for a fire no young driver should ever face. The blame game that lit the fuse. In the immediate heat of the race, emotion snapped. Max Verstappen's race engineer Gianpiero Lambiase suggested over team radio that Antonelli had moved aside on purpose, a claim born of pressure, panic, and the relentless chase for points. Then Red Bull senior advisor Helmut Marko doubled down publicly, implying that the Mercedes Junior had acted with intent. And just like that, a narrative took shape, one Antonelli never asked for, one that should never have existed. Within hours, the accusations collapsed. Both Lambiase and Marko walked back their claims. Apologies were issued. Clarifications made. But by then, the damage had already spread through the darker corners of social media, where reason dissolves and rage becomes a sport of its own. Antonelli became a target. Death threats. Insults. A torrent of inhumanity hurled at a teenager still finding his place in the world's most brutal motorsport arena. The weight of it showed. His social media profile photos vanished, blacked out. A silent signal of pain. A quiet retreat from a storm no driver should have to weather. FIA responds to protect its youngest competitor. Today, Formula One's governing body has broken its silence. In a statement issued to Planet F1.com, the FIA condemned the abuse and harassment in any form directed at Antonelli, reaffirming their commitment to safeguarding the well-being of drivers, teams, and all those who operate under the banner of the sport. Their message was clear, firm, and chillingly necessary. It remains absolutely critical that everyone operating within our sport can do so in a safe and respectful environment. We stand in support of Kimi Antonelli. The statement also reminded the world of the FIA's United Against Online Abuse initiative, a campaign born from a troubling rise in harassment toward drivers, officials, and team members. A campaign that, once again, finds itself thrust into the spotlight. A title fight overshadowed by darkness. While Verstappen's victory tightened the championship gap to a perilous 12 points and McLaren's strategic misfire left Norris vulnerable, the sporting drama has been eclipsed by something far more disturbing. A young driver, barely at the dawn of his career, has been forced to confront the ugliest side of fandom, a reminder that no achievement, no talent, no team can shield someone from the cruelty of anonymous hatred. And as Formula One heads toward its finale in Abu Dhabi, one question lingers like a shadow over the paddock: how many more moments like this will the sport allow before the cost becomes too great? For now, the FIA stands with Antonelli. But the fight against the darkness consuming motorsport's digital world has only just begun.